guys, today we're looking at a marble experiment and we're focusing today on Newton's second law of motion. So in Newton's second law of motion, he talks about how force equals mass times acceleration. And that just basically means that the greater the mass and acceleration of an object, the greater the force. So what we're going to look at today is a marble experiment in which we roll some of our marbles down this lovely ramp and we're going to see what happens. So let's start, I'm going to grab some of my marbles here. Let's start with our blue marble. And I'm going to take my blue marble and I'm going to start it with potential energy. I'm going to put it at the middle of the top of the ramp and I'm going to let it roll down. And I just want you to watch and see how it rolls into motion. All right, there it goes. And an object at motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. That's Newton's first law of motion. You can see it eventually came to a stop because of the friction of the ground. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a yellow marble and place it on the ramp. And I'm going to take a black marble and do the same thing I did with the blue marble. But this time I want to see how these two objects come into contact with each other and what force occurs when they do. Marble back. And I want to make sure you can see it. Here we go. There it is. All right. So let's talk about what happened there. I had my black marble and my yellow marble. What does this have to do with Newton's second law of motion? Well, in Newton's second law of motion, force equals mass times acceleration. Now in this case, the mass of the objects was the same. Both of my marbles weigh the same, they're the same size, and that's not going to be a factor here. But it's mass times acceleration. Which one of the marbles had a greater acceleration rate when they came into contact? It was the black one. The black one had a higher rate of acceleration because it was rolling down the ramp and picking up speed and energy and kinetic energy as it rolled down the ramp. So when the two marbles hit, the black marble hit the yellow marble with a greater force, and it was an unbalanced force, which is why the yellow marble then went much further. So what happened in our experiment? Try to use Newton's second law of motion to explain what happened. Then tell me if the objects that were involved were converted from potential to kinetic energy, or were they converted from kinetic to potential energy?